Hey guys, John the Monster High fan here, and today I'm gonna do another foreign disc video, and this time I'll be doing it on the Xbox Series X. So, yep, here are the things I'll be testing. I'll be testing some, of course, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, Media, Digital Copy Disc, Music CD, the PC game, and the tax software disc. So, let's start with the Xbox. Let me show you what happens that when you put the Series X games, it will work. So, we got Star Wars Outlaws. Ben and I don't play that game, but I'm gonna show you that it will work. There it goes. Star Wars Outlaws boot up. But let me eject that because I'm not gonna play it. Yeah, this is what happens when you put in Series X games. Now let's move on to OG Xbox. So we got this one where it will work and this one would not work. So let's start up the one that it will work. So this is Star Wars Battlefront on the OG Xbox. This one will work, which I'll be showing you. And yep, there it goes. Installing, and it says I need to update, but I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, it will work. But yeah, I have to just install it. And this one will not work. This is The Simpsons Road Rage on the OG Xbox. But it will still play on the Xbox 360, but not the Series X, neither the ones. Yep, there it goes. This game isn't playable. So, yeah, this one will not work. Now let's move on to 360. So we got the one that will work, and this one, of course, will not work. So let's start off the ones that it will work. This is Call of Duty Ghosts. And yeah, showing you that it will work. And yeah, there it goes. Of course, it will give me this message, but I'm not gonna update it yet. So yeah, it will work. And this one will not work. This is a James Bond game called Bloodstone. 007, Bloodstone. Showing that one, it will not work. Yep, this one will not work. And let's move on to Xbox One game. This is just an EA Sports USC game. I don't even play USC video games that much, but I still have it for some reason. But yeah, but it will work. Let me show you if it works. Sorry if I spoiled it, but it will work. Yeah, there it goes. EA Sports UFC installing, but not gonna do that. Yeah, whatever. But because I'm not gonna install it right now. Yeah, this part that just closes, this one doesn't. But yeah, that is for the Xbox. Alright, now let's move on to PlayStation. Let's start off with the PS2 game. We got this Medal of Honor Rising Sun for the PS2. So here we go. Let's see if it works. And it's not doing anything. Let me see on the Blu-ray player if anything boots up. And nothing. So PS2 games would not work. Now let's move on to PS3. This is The Last of Us. I'm pretty sure you guys already played that, but not me. Never played The Last of Us before. Might play it sometime soon, but I don't know when I will feel like doing that. Nothing, but let me see if there's any if it boots up on the Blu-ray player. It's stuck. I believe it's not gonna work, so just gonna eject that. So yeah. Now let's move on to play PS4 game. This is FC25 on the PS4. Mostly I call it FIFA at these days, but I don't know why, but it still looks FIFA to me. Let me see. No disk and disk drive, nothing. Let me boot it up again. Nothing. So I believe it's having trouble reading. So I'm gonna check that out. So PS4 games will not work. Alright, so this is Monster Hearts Ultimate Secrets on the PS5. So let's see if a PS5 game will work. Nothing, but let me see. Anything else appeared on the Blu-ray disc? Boot up again. Nothing. So it's gonna have trouble reading, so PS5 games will not work. And that will be it for the PlayStation. Alright, let's move on to Nintendo, and I doubt it's gonna be very quick because I don't have like other Nintendo console related like GameCube nor the N64 games because I don't have them. But anyways, back to it. So let's start with the Wii game. We got Truth or Squares, a SpongeBob game. This is the only SpongeBob SquarePants Wii game I have. So, but let's see if you can play a Wii game. But I believe I can still play. I believe you can play the Xbox 360 version on the Series X, but I don't have that. Let me see if I can boot up on the Blu-ray disc. Nothing. So, yeah, I cannot play Truth or Square Wii game on the Series X. Now, let's move on to a Wii U game. We got Wipeout Create and Crash from the Wii U childhood game. Fun fact, I keep playing that a lot when I play the Wii U back then. And in fact, I still have my Wii U in my room. So, nothing happened. Let me boot up the Blu-ray player. And it's just gonna have trouble reading, whatever. So Wii U games will not work. And last for Nintendo, the Nintendo Switch games, we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, one of my favorite games that I used to play. So let's see if we can insert it in. And I don't think it will accept it, so Switch games will not work. And that is all for the Nintendo. Alright, now let's move on to medias. So let's start off with the VHS. We got E.T., the Extraterrestrial on VHS. I also have this on Blu-ray. Such a phenomenal movie. One more time. And yeah, it will not fit. So VHS will not work. So let's move on to a DVD. This is a Criterion DVD of Bottle Rocket. So let's see if you can play a... This is a Region 1, in fact, I believe. Yes, Region 1. And yep, but there you go. And I'm just gonna jack that, but yeah. DVDs will work. And now let's test out this a region coded copies. This is 13 Days Brazilian copy from Europa Films, I believe it's called. New Line Cinema movie, but yeah, you can see this is Region 4 copy, but so we're gonna give this a try if you can play it. So yeah, let's see if you can play it. And yeah, it gives you this message. It says, sorry, we can't play this disc. The disc is made for Region 4 and this console is designed for Region 1. So yeah, I cannot play a region coded DVD. So yeah. And yes, I do have the American copy from New Line Cinema. So good thing I have that. So let's move on to HD DVD. We got Breach on HD DVD. It's a flipper side, so side B will be the DVD, but I'm testing out side A, which it is the HD DVD. Nothing happened, so let me see if you can boot it up on the Blu-ray disc, Blu-ray player software. Yeah, you can hear it's having trouble reading, just like the Xbox One. And there it goes, it has trouble reading, so HD DVDs will not work. And Now let's move on to Blu-rays. This is French Connection Criterion Blu-ray. Movie came out in 2021, but this copy came out last year from Criterion, showing you that this one will work. And yeah, there it goes. This Criterion Blu-ray will work. And I'm gonna eject that because I'm not doing like an opening video, but yeah, Blu-rays will work. Now let's move on to Blu-ray 3D. This is Gravity. Still want to give this movie a rewatch at some point, but yeah. Let's see if we can play it. A Blu-ray 3D on the Series X. Blu-ray 3D. Blu-ray boots up. And it gives you this message that this Blu-ray disc requires a Blu-ray 3D player connected to a 3D display. Your Blu-ray 3D player has not detected that it's connected to a 3D display. So, yeah. I don't think I can do anything. Yeah, it just boots back to the menu. So, Blu-ray 3Ds will not work, but I believe it will work if you have the 3D TV or something. And now to the 4K Ultra HD, we got Arcane Season 1. Still need to check this series out. Same with Season 2. But anyways, let me show you that 4K might work. Blu-ray disc boots up. And yeah, there it goes. 4K Ultra HD copies will work as always, so yeah. And that will be it for me, yes. Alright, now let's move on to these. So let's start off with the music CD. This is the F1 music album from the F1 movie from last year. AKA the movie that movie KP fan glazes to. And it just boots me up to there because I need to install it, the Windows Media Player, but I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, music CD will work. And now let's move on to a digital copy. This is the Valkyrie digital copy disc from my DVD copy of Valkyrie. But anyways, let's see if you can play a digital copy disc. Nothing. Let's see if you can boot up on a Blu-ray player disc. Nothing. So, digital copy would not work. And now let's move on to this PC game, Overwatch, which I also have this on the Series X, which I might show it anyways. Games, Overwatch, where is it? There it is. This is Overwatch. So, yeah. But nothing happening for the PC game. Let's see if Blu-ray disc would work. Nothing, of course. So, PC games would not work. And last but not least, it is the tax software disc. So, let's see if you can play that. Eject the discs, please. So make sure you're using an Xbox One game, a music CD, or movie, or... So apparently it will not accept that, so... Tax software disk will not work. And yeah, that is it. And yep, that will be it for me showing you what happens when you put foreign discs on the Xbox Series X. So yep, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment and of course subscribe if you're new. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace.